Week 16 of the fantasy basketball season is the trade deadline. So you want to make sure you pick up players at the right time so you can take advantage of this tumultuous landscape that we have happening in the NBA. In this episode, we're going to run down 5 players you might want to consider picking up off of the waiver wire. The first player we want to take a look at is Ty Jerome from the Memphis Grizzlies. We know that Ja Morant might be going to a new team. Like, it's been a lot of talk around where he's going to land. Is it going to be in Miami? Can they find a proper suitor to kind of dump him off on another team? But just know that Ty Jerome, when he gets the minutes, can put on for the city. He's only been back for one game, y'all. Only one game. And in that game, he played 20 minutes, scored 20 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists, 1 steal, right? So this is a player that will slowly get ramped up and he'll get more minutes. But if for some reason Ja Morant is out of town, Ty Jerome is going to go off. And you know what we like to say around here. Top is off, boobies is out, hair blowing in the freaking wind. If he's available on your waiver wire, I don't care trade deadline or not. I know a lot of you guys are trying to save your waiver wire ads to kind of see how the trade deadline plays out. This is a player that I would burn one of my waiver wire acquisitions on right now. So if he's available on your waiver wire, please consider grabbing Ty Jerome. From the Miami Heat, Pelle Larsson. Now, I've been calling your man Pelle Larsson for like the last couple of months, and I just did a little research and I realized that I might be jacking up his name. Any way you look at it, I want to give him the due respect because your man has been cooking with hot bacon grease over the last 7 days. Your man Pelle Larsson has been he's been going off, averaging 29.8 minutes per game over the last 7, 15 points per game. Yes, 6.6 rebounds. Come on, 3 assists. Oh, and there is more. 1.8 steals per game. Let that sink in. Now, Tyler Hero continues to be an injury risk on the Miami Heat squad, and we don't know what the trade deadline will hold for this player and that entire roster. So for right now, while the production is valid, I would grab him off the waiver wire if you need to fill some gaps. From the Utah Jazz, Ace Bailey. Now, Ace Bailey came out of the draft, especially in points leagues. People were saying, like, this guy could be valid. He has been so inconsistent for fantasy basketball that I've kind of stayed away. But recently, we've seen him string together some production. And for that reason, I'm interested in seeing what happens with him for week 16 of the fantasy basketball season. Only rostered in 28.4% of ESPN leagues over the last 7 days, averaging 29.8 minutes per game. Yes, 13.8 minutes per game. Come on, 5.3 rebounds per game. You gotta love it. And there's more. Ace Bailey is also chipping in 1.3 steals per game over the last 7 games. So, hey, if you need some production right now, somebody that you'd be willing to grab off of the waiver wire and drop if necessary, I'd consider Ace Bailey. Because one thing I like to say about young players, that they always have that room to grow and you don't know where their ceiling is. So for that reason, I'd consider grabbing Ace Bailey. From the Golden State Warriors, Al Horford. I don't believe I'm even saying Al Horford's name because most of the time your man is resting back-to-backs, he's not available, and he's a little inconsistent. But over the last few weeks, I looked at his stats and I was like, yo, is your man cooking with hot bacon grease? Is Al Horford getting in the hot tub time machine and taking it back to his Celtics days? Over the last 7 days, your man is averaging 23.3 minutes per game, about 3 minutes higher than his season average, 10.7 points per game. Yes, 5.7 rebounds. Come on, 4.3 assists as a big man, 1.3 steals per game. And there's more. 1.7 blocks per game. So we don't know what the trade deadline is going to hold for the Sacramento Kings, if they're going to make more moves. But they recently acquired DeAndre Hunter. And for that reason, I have kind of a speculative ad that I want to make here. I don't know what it's going to look like, what the roster is going to be, what color it's going to be painted in, right? But I do know that if DeAndre Hunter gets minutes, he could really provide some fantasy basketball value. It shows because even when he was in Cleveland, he was still putting up some decent numbers. On the season, he's averaging 14 points per game, 4.2 rebounds, 2.1 assists, and some mild defensive stats. So we don't know what's going to happen, and a player like DeAndre Hunter in a new environment could be beneficial to fantasy basketball managers. So I would just, if you want to roll your dice, this is a player I would do that for.